What's going on, everybody? CGA Sports back in here one more again, and I'm on the CGA Got Game channel. Shout out to you guys, man. We're going to cover this Tom Brady, Gisele Bundchen disaster over here. As you guys know, I've covered this on several different channels on the here. I've covered it on my main channels, Coach Greg Adams for Age and Lifestyle channels, and then I've also covered it on the CGA Sports channel. Unfortunately, we got our head chopped off over here. Now we're over here on CGA Got Game with the CGA Sports information over here, and we're going to cover this Gisele finally speaks out. And as I tell people and instruct people, these are the typical things that will happen in a marriage, and we call this the marriage wheel. Essentially, the wife is going to get to a point, change all of the rules of the relationship, or try to say you've changed and then skirt out of the responsibilities of that she pretty much pushed onto you, namely family, children, stability, household, all right, type of house, et cetera, et cetera. And then all of a sudden she'll go want to run back and do what she was doing before, or she'll want to go try something new. Like we call it focusing on her career.
So I could focus on my career.
All right. And so here's the situation here. Let's talk about this. And if you wanted me to dissect this more, go see my other channels or other videos of me even covering this last year. And I said that Gisele's going to be a problem. And she is essentially the problem right now. And Barstool Sports is covering this. They're saying she's the one unretiring. She's the one changing the rules. And Tom Brady is playing this game of adjustment. Now, most people don't see it this way because they're programmed. Most people see that it's always going to be the man's fault why the woman's unhappy.
I'm not happy
in her marriage. It's always the man's fault.
It's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
In this case, it's Gisele that appears to have the bad attitude when it comes to this. And let's just put it like this. Gisele wants to focus on her career now that she gave up modeling to raise her family, but the family's not done being raised. And she wants Tom Brady to retire. She wants to be able to control this narrative, control Tom Brady, tell him to sit down, when to sit down. And it's not because of his own health. It's because she wants to focus on her career.
So I could focus on my career.
With that being said, here, before we even get into what her explanation is, she is in her 40s, early 40s. And there's only so much time you're going to be a top fashion model in this age. She's running out of time. So in this, I can see why she's like, the time is now. But it wasn't like Tom Brady has not been talking about wanting to play football since forever, or for 11 years. That's what it sounds like I was trying to say. He's been trying to play football for 11 years. All right. There's never been a secret that Tom Brady, he wanted to go out there and retire on the field. He wanted to give it his last best offer, last best chance. And in this case, Gisele is the one that wants to pull him down off the bench so he can focus on the family, which was that part of the agreement? Okay, he did retire. He did try to focus on the family, and then he did go back to playing football. But I don't think unless she's delusional, I don't think that she should have looked at that retirement as Tom is going to start raising the kids and filling in for you because you want to focus on your career. Let's hear what she had to say, because it was interesting. She finally speaks up after not going to his first game. And it says right here, you might have thought the whole 2022 Tom Brady Gisele saga was beginning to play itself out. Oh, no.
Nope.
After half a year of retirement, and it wasn't that much, unretirement, training camp, and a major tampering scandal, and an unexplained leave of absence from training camp, rumors of an epic fight over the unretirement, reports of them living separate, and now Brady sounds like he's on the career farewell tour. All right, god dang. All right, he's trying to win a Super Bowl, but now he's going to retire at the end of this year. Says right here, that's understandable. I mean, how much more drama could there be? Well, there's more drama. Here it is. Gisele Bundchen says it's her turn to restart her modeling career and chided NFL star husband Tom Brady's decision to unretire U-turn by declaring, I would like him to be more present. Hold on for a second. Not so fast. Gisele, you're the one that unretired, as pointed out by Barstool. And not only that, be more present. Be more present as in what? He just signed a deal with Fox to do football games for $250 million. So I don't know how much more present do you want this individual to be, because he's probably not going to be that present in the fact that and then the fact that you're out there doing modeling jobs and he's raising the kids. I don't see that as being the case, but in her mind, she thinks that's how it's going to play out, but she's going to be in for major disappointment. Speaking of Elle magazine, as rumors swirled her marriage is on the rocks, Gisele said, I feel very fulfilled as a mother and as a wife. And now it's going to be my turn. It's my turn. What's a wife's favorite word? My, or I. And now she's willing to throw Tom to the situation. You got to take care of the kids. You got to do your part. He was doing his part. He was taking care of the kids. He was winning Super Bowls. He was being the Tom Brady legend, the legendary Tom Brady. But now she wants him changing diapers. She wants him dropping off kids to school and making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Insiders previously revealed that they had not yet patched up their rocky relationship and could be headed towards a divorce. Men, if you're ever in a marriage, this is inevitable. All right. It's only a matter of time before they're divorced. I mean, I don't even know why they're even trying at this point. They're going to be divorced. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. And Gisele is basically stonewalling Tom Brady. And not only that, I would watch out if I was Tom Brady, because if you retire and then you get divorced shortly after, what was the point? What was the whole point? You could have just stayed out there and played as long as you could. That's why, in my opinion, whatever time that he took off from the Tampa Bay, he should have just divorced her right there. And the sad part is guys aren't willing to pull the trigger on divorce. 80% of divorces are filed by women, but you guys wait and try to make her happy. I'm not happy. And then all of a sudden, you guys think it's going to patch it up. It's not. This one is doomed already. And let's go ahead and hear more of what she had to say right here. The stunning blonde also said she feels that she has been depicted as desperate for her husband to retire, and went on to insist that his career success makes her happy. All right, well, I'm not happy. Okay, Gisele added, I've done my part, which is to be there for Tom. I moved to Boston, and I focused on creating a cocoon and a loving environment for my children to grow up in, and to be there supporting his dream alone. All right. I'm not happy. Yeah, man. She's like this, boy. She's like, look, I did my part, and you guys aren't doing what I want to do now. Now it's my turn to unretire. The sad part about it right here.
And it's all Jermaine's fault.
Yeah.
It's always Jermaine's
And she
fault.
said, I moved around. I followed you around for your job. I created a cocoon. I made a loving environment. I'm done now. She says, I'm done. She says, at this point in my life, I feel like I've done my job and done a good one at that. That's what she said. She's like, I'm done. I have a huge list of things that I like to do and that I want to do. At age 42, I feel more connected with my purpose. She says,
so I could focus on my career.
All right. Wow. So anyway, man, that's basically Gisele speaking out on her situation with Tom Brady. Again, this is an inevitable divorce. It's not going to end well. Gisele is standing her ground. Tom Brady is standing his ground. They both took a choice and they split this family. All right. They both split this family, and it takes two to tango. Obviously, I want men to pay attention to this. Okay. You're not even Tom Brady, Sean. You're not even Tom Brady. You are you. You're barely you. And a lot of times we will like to get into these relationships, and this right now is a successful marriage based on the definition of marriage. It has not ended in the divorce, but eventually some marriages are going to end in divorce, and it's inevitable. Some men just tuck their tail and just do whatever. They cave in. And Tom Brady looks like he caved in. He didn't like what he saw. She probably was still not happy. I'm not happy. And then he said, the hell with it. I'm going to just go do what I do. I think it would be a mistake if Tom Brady gave up his career, all right, and he didn't want to give up his career, but he gave it up for Gisele, and they still ended in a divorce. And that then is an unsuccessful marriage. And then she controlled the narrative of his career and then eventually divorced him after saying, this is what I want you to do. I want you to tailor back on your career so I can unretire and focus on my career. And then he retires, and then she pulls the rug from under his foot. Guys, this is very classic marriage, and she seems like a spoiled brat. Tom Brady himself is definitely just focused on himself and his legacy. Obviously, he's focused on himself, but to believe that Tom Brady is going to be at home with the kids, all right, doing their homework, and I don't think that's going to be the case. He has a company. He has a food supplement company, if I'm not mistaken, and he's working for Fox. I mean, what do you think he's going to be doing? But Gisele, again, I think she's setting him up for inevitable divorce, because if he doesn't do that, if he does retire and comes back and he's like, look, I got a meeting with this, I got executives over here, I got situations where I got to go on the road and do football games, she's going to say, I'm not happy, and then divorce him. All right, let me know what you think in this comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel, like to the video, subscribe to the channel. Anyway, shout out to the Coach Gang, and we out. Peace.